No long intro, this is Reverse 1999's version 2.5 event, Showdown in Chinatown. Part 5! And, as always, if you enjoy this type of content, leave a like on the video so we know to make more videos like this in the future. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and are enjoying the content, and thanks for watching it all. Enjoy the video. Part 19, False Dilemma.
Target spotted.
Oh, running.
Target spotted.
Here we go. Whoops, I didn't mean to scroll instantly. Within moments of the plainclothes officer's words, the arriving police evacuate the crowd and seal off the street. The officers form an impenetrable barrier, trapping both the target and Liang inside. They stand in a face-off.
Who are they?
The bystanders erupt into fervent speculation. Deputy Chief Eldon steps into the containment zone.
Impressive, Night Piercer. This is a whole new level, even for you.
Oh, jeez.
Tell me, what did you pull to take control of that film reel?
I didn't pull anything, officer. It chose to fulfill my wish. That's all.
Interesting. Without warning, an excruciatingly sharp noise tears through her skull, sending waves of vertigo crashing over her. For several agonizing seconds, she can hear nothing but the distant groans of the officers and bystanders suffering alongside her. It's a fight just to stay upright. Oh my goodness. When the assault on her senses finally subsides, the first thing she registers is a voice coming from her communicator.
Something bad's happening.
What the heck? The urgency in the officer's voice sets Liang's nerves on edge, but then her tone shifts.
Wait, maybe it's good. Those things, they stopped moving. They're not attacking anymore.
Huh.
You kidding?
Liang and Eldon exchange a puzzled glance before scanning their surroundings. The shifting shadows have indeed stopped moving, and the reason is obvious. Their wary gazes turn to their target. She's standing calmly in the middle of the street, unfazed by the array of loaded firearms aimed directly at her.
I never wanted to get innocent people involved. As I said before, this is between me and Noor. Now, may I see my dear old friend?
Can you imagine? They're like, yeah, you know what? Okay, sure, why not?
If you're worried about her safety, the little vigil can tag along.
Liang and Eldon exchange a look.
It's too dangerous. We've already put Noir at considerable risk, but pushing her right into the hands of a criminal, I don't think so.
That'd be
Can't put a
crazy.
civilian in danger like that. Besides, why would Xing let you go with her? You're walking right into a trap.
Trap or not, I'm afraid we don't have much choice.
My god, her voice isn't loud, but in this high-tension standoff, its slow and measured cadence goes completely out of place. Poitier pushes Noir's wheelchair forward, placing her squarely in the spotlight.
Poitier, what are you doing? I told you to hold position.
Oh gosh. Noir raises a hand, smiling as she cuts off Eldon's rising fury.
Please don't blame Officer Poitier, sir. I forced her to bring me here.
Oh goodness.
What the hell are you thinking?
It's time I put an end to all of this.
Damn!
No need to worry, officer. Our reliable vigil will keep me safe, isn't that right?
Yes, of course.
Oh, dude.
I will ensure Miss Noah's safety, Chief. Leave it to me.
I would love to have had Noir for this fight. That would have been amazing. To have, like, Loggerhead, Noir, Liang, and, Anan Li. Eldon studies Liang's face for a moment before shifting his gaze to Xing. At last, he relents.
Keep the target in check, Liang.
Oh, goodness. Keeping his eyes on the target, he leans in close to Liang's ear and issues a low warning.
James and the others are working on how to break this barrier we're in. Camerahead and that ghost hunter are helping them. Stay calm. We want to resolve this peacefully if possible. Haven't forgotten what you learned in negotiation class, have you?
Of course not, sir. I got straight A's.
Poitier takes Liang's other side and rests a firm hand on her shoulder.
Guard up, rookie, and straighten your back.
Oh.
I get why you want to wear this outfit, but you can get things done with or without it. Isn't that right, partner?
Why didn't they put her in the freaking credits, man?
Right, ma'am. I won't fail.
Oh my god. Before pulling away, Poitier gives Leon her usual rough pat on the back, but somehow it causes Leon's stiffness to melt away. Taking a steadying breath, she moves to Noir's side. Oh my god, this is so cool.
Let's go, Director. Time for the final scene.
Time for the final freaking scene. Oh my chills. Wait. Accompanied by Leon, Noir wheels into the distorted world before them. Wait. I need a thing. I need to get that. That's fire. That is exactly the screenshot I need. Oh my god. Okay. Someone remind me to copy put that into the thing. It's as if a surreal nightmare is unfolding before their eyes.
Look at what we've done.
Hastings' gaze wanders over the bleeding lights and flickering shadows around her as she scrutinizes the cracks and distortions in this twisted realm unleashed by the cursed film reel. But her expression holds no trace of admiration.
This is what her film, the very last work of our dearest friend, looks like now. Tainted, twisted, and wicked. All this is proof of our guilt. The blood on our hands.
You think you're solving it like this?
So, what are you going to do about it?
I'm saying.
Therese is never coming back.
She's
dead.
Noir doesn't shy away from the word, though a note of sorrow lingers in her tone. She says it with a certain cold detachment.
And you, playing hero, punishing those you deem evil. Does that make you feel better? You kill me and then what? Kill yourself? That's how you'll atone for your failures? Forgive my bluntness, but how laughably naive you are.
Noir's voice has an uncharacteristic sharpness to it, but K-Sing shows no sign of wavering under her scrutiny. Instead, she smiles.
Atone for my failures? You're way off. You're right about one thing, though. She is gone. The person who cared for me more than anyone in the world. Dead.
Damn.
When she gave me a shoulder to lean on, I pushed her away. I left her to die alone and in pain. How could I ever atone for that? How could I ever expect her to forgive me? How selfish of me to even ask for that.
Leon furrows her brow in suspicion.
Then why can't you let it go? CO7 is the hero who brings the happy ending, no matter what she's faced with. What you are doing now is anything but that.
Damn.
The hero who brings a happy ending, no matter what she's faced with. That's what I said in the behind-the-scenes interview of CO7 too. I'm surprised you even remember that.
After a brief pause, she smiles again.
But there'll be no happy ending for me. You probably heard that. After she died, I starred in a few movies with other directors. But they all went south. Not because they weren't commercially successful or popular, but because I couldn't shake that feeling of disgust. I'd never felt that playing CO7. The cameras, the boom mics, the spotlights, the sight of them made me want to throw up, scream, do anything to run away from it all. Eventually, I retired from acting. But that sense of disgust never left me. It haunted me wherever I went, whatever I did. I kept asking myself, why is this happening to me? Why can't I just act? Why? Day and night, I wrestled with these questions. Until one day, I found the answer.
Her gaze burns with intensity, and yet it carries a bone-chilling coldness. It is firmly fixed upon Noir.
It all began with a dire mistake. One that needs to be corrected.
Ooh! Silver needles streak through the air as in a sudden downpour.
Miss Noah, get back!
Oh, sheesh! Oh, sheesh. Oh my god! Oh my... Oh, we have to put in the team. We have to put in the team, dude. We have to put in the team. We have to put in the young Yua.
Always ready to go.
Real quick. We have to put in the loggerhead, and we have to put in the Anon Lee.
Neuroscience Exorcism Office.
This has to be the team.
A location shoot. I'm coming.
It has to be. Who was the fourth again? Oh, well, it was meant to be Noir, but who can I put in? Who can I put in? Junong Shu? She came this patch? Sure, why not? I'm sure that I'll be able to figure it out. I'm sure that I'll be able to figure it out. Okay. Yeah. Let's try it.
I wasn't wrong about you after all. All our countless choices have led up to this moment,
What the heck?
but not all of those choices were made willingly. No. Some of us had no choice but to fight over scraps in the dark corners of society. This time, though, it is my choice, my own will. And I'm fortunate to have you playing opposite me.
Damn.
I can see it in your eyes. You're not playing the role of a hero or an officer. You're yourself and nothing less.
Damn.
What about you? Is playing the role of a murderous villain really what you want?
The answer to that is yours to find out, little Vigil.
Well, she's trying to find it out.
Move carefully.
Here we freaking go, dude. Here we freaking go. What the heck's still frame? Okay. Whoa, this music, bro. This music. Nice gunshot. Alright, I don't know what that was. We can probably do the counter.
I can't
We'll do
afford to
buff,
lose those. Please stay behind.
attack, and then we'll probably
Please
channel. I
leave
think
me
makes the
a
most sense here.
pot of liquor amidst the flowers.
Okay.
Got it in the loop. My responsibility. Colorful clouds. The sign of the Xiangray. It's naughty.
Damn, loggerhead film. Look. I don't know. This is crazy. This is crazy.
A word of warning. Don't leave your friends stranded. Their lives are in your hands.
Damn. Okay, I know it's an emotional moment, but it just made me think that, like, I'm listening to this boss music and, like, it's probably, like, roughly the same thing with 1.3, I think it is. And it's kind of, I was like, that's kind of funny to think about. But anyway, let's do that. Let's hit the buff, actually. Let's hit the buff before we do that.
Easy.
We'll do the channel. We'll do the attack in the channel, actually.
Is that a fairy in a pot of liquor amidst the flowers?
Oh my god. That looks sick.
Noble are coming.
Noble are coming.
Enjoy. Give them a warm welcome.
There is another thing to this, isn't there? Okay, let's quickly do the reset Singtons. Oh, what if wait, hold on. Stop channel against 3 sucks. Enters tipsy for 1 round. Oh, so you don't want to use that actually there. Because then it lasts for 2 round A. That would actually be kind of bad.
Please stay behind.
That's actually interesting. Oh, she's kind of counterintuitive. That's interesting to think about, actually. Hold on.
A pot of liquor amidst. Please stay behind me.
Real quick. Okay.
Let me
Let's do
get
the
my
front
nails
2.
first.
This is interesting. I've basically kind of kneecapped my Junong Shu here, I feel, if the channel's on the thing, on the
My
left.
responsibility.
That's interesting to think about,
I
actually.
don't remember having a reason to
The way that
worry.
interaction works. I didn't mean to roast her that.
Another addition to my collection. Soon, you'll all be tucked away in my film reel.
Damn. Okay, hold on. Oosh. Oosh. Not exactly what I'm looking for, but alright, whatever.
Situation has copy that. Whew. I can't afford to lose those. Please stay behind
Okay.
me.
Tough, but that gets us to the thing.
Be careful. Crickets and fireworks! Zoom in.
I've been waiting for this. Get the camera rolling, Noir. At last I'll get the ending I always wanted.
Huh. Looks like there's no stopping you.
In that case, I'll make you stop.
What the heck? What the heck? What the heck? Why'd the music like go all crazy?
You won't get away.
Did her ult go off or not? So do I need to defeat? Okay. I think I'm kind of seeing it now.
Xiangyu, please lend me your power. Let me check my real. Please stay behind me. Easy lah.
Easy la.
Mise en scène? Leave it to me.
Mise en scène. Oh wow, that's actually pretty strong against that. This boss music, damn. Like kind of a vibe and a half. What? Let's leave her attack all the way on the thing there.
I can't afford to
I want
lose
to keep the
those.
buff. Let's use that one. Oh no. Oh wait, where's her channel? Oh shoot, Jiang's channel, man.
Berry and a liquor?
Okay, hold on. Let's buff, counter that one, and then yeah, we'll do that one. Let's get to our ult.
Mix the flowers. Crickets and fireworks!
Crackers and fireworks.
强梁既出，王有不为。
Oh my god, I'm almost like annoyed at Liang Yu's ult right now for interrupting the battle music. I'm like, it really does feel like the ending, you know? Oh my gosh. Now, why would you do that? Now, why would you do such a thing? 9 stacks. Okay, you know what? I need to quickly just check. I want to make sure. 9 stacks. Less than 6 stacks of liquor before crossing. Gain 6 stacks. Wow, you need 6 stacks. Okay, well, I mean, perfect. We have the 6 stacks. So let's hit that into this. Into, yep, because that gives 2 into the attack. Oh, shoot. I shouldn't be doing that. Oh, wait. No. Okay, hold on. Let's do that. Let's probably do that. Let's do that into that. Yeah, okay. Oh, sheesh, but that looks crazy good, though. No, that looks crazy good. $16K! That's actually not that bad. I love this music. I love this music. I love this game. Oh my god. Surely that's it for that one? Okay.
Enough of this, Xixi.
No, I thought there was gonna be...
Stop this feudal resistance and face reality. No matter how hard you try, you can't change the past.
No, Little Vigil. This isn't my curtain call. Not yet.
Watch out, Liang.
Oh god. Oh, okay. Oh, only 2? I thought there would be 3 stages. I can't lie. Woo. Okay. Not the shots. Not the shots.
They must be gaining power from this area we're in.
hate you, Nor.
Oh,
You were born with a silver spoon and exceptional talent. You took everything for granted. You looked down on everyone
wait,
else.
Chale's
Always
warning.
hated you.
Miss Noah, hold on!
That was close.
Oh my god!
Miss Gigi, is this really what you want to do? Are you really going to kill Miss Noah? You have to stop! This is completely meaningless.
Meaningless? No. This is exactly what needs to happen. Every story must have an ending after all. The past has held me prisoner for far too long.
God, sick fit though, let's be so for real.
A conclusion, so I can finally leave it behind me. Only then can I reach my perfect grand finale.
Oh, sheesh.
Qiangliang, impossible. You didn't chant the incantation.
This time,
Oh,
I won't hesitate.
damn.
You're my inspiration, Miss Gigi. Like the countless kids who were once lost. I found myself in CO7, and
I'm
that's
saying!
why I have to stop you. 强梁既出，王有不为，斩杀兄舅，小节不祥。
Oh my god! Dude, that was cool. No! Oh my god, wait, Chale's warning.
Hey, if you're watching this video right now, chances are you are not subscribed because 100% of people that watch this channel are not subscribed. Subscribe now.
25. I mean 20, sorry. Until the light fades. I don't know why I said 20. I mean 25. I don't know what the heck's going on. Part 20. A brilliant flash splits the darkened sky in two, and a thunderous roar scatters the shadows. All fear and unease are forgotten in an instant. This is also a fire screenshot. I need to quickly save this one. Give me just a second. I'll set him to stream relevant, but I'll also put a spoiler tag just in case. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, why can't they just release these, man? Why can't they just release these? I'm so annoyed. Okay. Done. Alright. Every head turns to the place where the lightning struck to see a colossal beast standing in solemn majesty. The crowd falls silent, then a single young voice cries out.
Mommy, look! It's Qiangliang!
The child raises a lantern excitedly.
It's just like the painting on my lantern!
Aww. The paper-crafted beast bears little resemblance to the mighty guardian towering in the distance. What do you mean little resemblance? They look basically the exact same. Don't break the magic. Yet something in its stern, round-eyed face carries something of its righteous spirit. As the crowd shifts their gaze between the small paper lanterns and the guardian, their voices finally return.
You're right. It's the legendary Showdown beast. Look, it has the tail of a snake and the head of a tiger, just like the illustrations.
Aww.
Has the legendary Qiangliang come to save us? Does that mean that girl is this Zhengzhi?
What are you two yapping about? 剑道 beast? 正直? Those are just fairy tales. Didn't Mr. Zhou say this was all part of a film shoot?
Nah, because I really wouldn't believe it either. Let's be so for real.
That's right. I told you this was all for a movie. Why don't you guys believe me? Oh, come on. You're always full of hot air. That said, there's no way this is real. It must just be some fancy special effects. So, I'll believe you this once.
Wait, so all those things were fake? I almost freaked out when those ghosts came out. Their costumes and makeup were so real looking.
How did they explain like the actual dead people though?
Man, am I glad I came to Chinatown. This parade's been insane. I gotta take more photos.
That's insane. The fear that once filled their hearts gradually fades. Those who understand the truth exchange knowing smiles.
Wow,
looks totally awesome. I heard that a descendant of the 12th Zhenzi joined the Fiju's bureau, but this is the first time I've ever seen Changliang in action.
Oh, looks like they got that actor lady under control. Now all we need to do is grab that cursed film reel and break the barrier.
She says cursed.
And the victims will be sane again. It'll be happily ever after for everyone.
Oh. Before she can finish speaking, her optimistic prediction is ruthlessly overturned.
What, boy? This again?
What's going on? Didn't they finish the job?
Did we think? An anomaly even greater than the loss crashes down upon them. Startled cries rise from the crowd.
Look! iPhone. Something's wrong with it.
Something is very wrong indeed. What was assumed to be a mere optical distortion is now starting to seep into tangible reality. It is undeniably interfering with the physical world.
Is that archway melting?
What the heck?
It kinda looks like a burning piece of film.
They look at each other, finding the same alarm in each other's faces.
Wait, the barrier was created by that spooky film reel, right? Then this means
it's falling apart. We need to get out of here.
Oh, jeez.
Get everyone away from the edges of the barrier.
Get everyone. Oh, I started reading that out.
Buildings, the better.
Understood. But what the hell is going on? I thought you had the target locked down.
We do, but clearly this isn't over yet. Miss Latham, anything you can do?
Yes, sir, but I'll need a few of your men. I
Oh my
can use
God.
the containment incantation they taught me at work, but I don't think it'll hold for long.
Just do your best. In the meantime, we'll eliminate the problem at the source.
Oh! Eldon's furious gaze lands on K-Sing.
All right, Qixing. Whatever you're doing with the reel, stop it now, or I'll make you stop it.
Jeez.
I'm not doing anything.
Oh no. She stands, her hat a few feet away, her body slumped against the wall behind her as she barely manages to stay upright. She forces a crooked grin.
It's the film reel. It's reached its limit.
What the? From her coat, she pulls out the object responsible for all this chaos. Had Leong not once held the film reel herself, she might not have recognized it at all.
The reunion of the three swallows. What's happening to it? Wait, there's something else here.
no doubt about it. Evil spirits. An insane number of them.
Anand shoves through the crowd, rushing to K-Sing's side. With just one glance at the film reel, her face goes pale. Upon hearing Anand's words, Liang's expression darkens.
So you think so too? We had a similar encounter at the city hall not long ago.
Oh my god, look at it.
Mr. Wang must have lost some of his spiritual energy to the film reel, leaving his body open to wandering evil spirits.
What the heck?
Since then, I've suspected that.
The uneasy speculation lodges in her throat, but Anand voices it for her.
Of course! I should have realized earlier!
Oh no. The ghost hunter lets out a long, frustrated sigh, then furrows her brows in thought, her expression growing increasingly grim.
Obviously, evil spirits would be attracted to the film reel. It's like leaving a pot of honey in front of a wasp's nest.
Oh,
Anything
jeez.
so is a wandering spirit's favorite meal. So with the number of souls scattered in the film reel, it's like a total feast.
Oh, jeez.
All that evil spiritual energy must have the film reel bursting at the seams.
Yeah, man. Anand scans her surroundings, alarm in her eyes. The collapse is approaching fast. It's as if reality itself is about to be swallowed whole. Yet neither Liang nor Anand can see a single wandering or evil spirit. A sudden realization strikes Liang. Her gaze snaps to K-Sing. But upon seeing her, her eyes widen in shock.
Miss Xixin, your hand.
Drop it, man!
I must admit,
Deep, jagged cracks have spread across the entire filmer and climbed up Casing's hand, an arm like sinister veins. Drop it if you can!
The film reel isn't the only thing at its limit. I can't hold on much longer.
Oh my goodness gracious me. The vessel containing Qiang Liang's strapped around Liang's waist starts to shudder. To Qiang Liang, the malevolent energy emanating from Casing must be eradicated.
What does that mean?
A thought flashes through Liang's mind.
Could it be that the film reel has been out of control since the beginning?
That depends on how you define the beginning.
Look at her hand. Even though Casing avoids answering, Liang knows she's right. Scattered pieces of the puzzle find their place, and finally, the picture begins to form a whole.
Since the moment Miss Latham played the cursed film, people have started to suffer from mental disorders. But if you think about it, the sequence of events doesn't make sense.
Oh, goodness.
There were only 5 victims of the film incident in Hong Kong 8 years ago. But this time, the number of victims was growing rapidly. That was until you got involved, Miss Qixing. Ever since you took possession of the film reel, only a small number of specific people have been targeted. We thought you were exploiting the reel's power to carry out your vigilantism. But in truth, you were trying to control the reel by limiting its victims to those you deemed as villains.
You're right. Though disbelief still colors her voice, her words are not a question. Eldon and the others stare, caught between shock and suspicion, as they turn toward the woman they assumed was the true culprit.
Is that true?
You flatter me, little Vigil. I simply didn't want her legacy to become a tool of evil. That was never her intention.
So that's why you did all this? You wanted us all at the parade because you were losing control of the reel? But isn't your goal to kill Miss Noah? Was that also a setup? If the film reel wasn't part of your plan, then what was?
A conclusion she herself once stated resurfaces in her mind, and she realizes she made a critical error.
Miss Qixing still can't accept the way Miss Noah ended Detective CO73. That's her motive. The ending consists of 2 major elements, the Shehua parade and the villain who should have been punished. She now sees Noah as that villain.
Noah isn't the villain, is she? In your perfect grand finale, the villain you intend to kill at the parade is none other than yourself.
It's a good ending for everyone. The big bad finally gets her comeuppance. And who better fits the role than me?
What?
This is the grand finale you want to have? But why does it have to end like this?
Because this is the way it has to be. When a drop of ink falls onto paper, no matter how hard you wipe, it can never be spotless again. People say that every saint has a past, and every sinner has a future. What garbage. Some mistakes can never be forgiven.
What happened to He Rijun was an accident. You shouldn't blame yourself for her death. It wasn't your fault.
But it was my fault. It was my stubbornness, my selfishness, that pushed my dear friend, who really, truly cared for me, toward the cliff. How can someone like me carry the title of CO7? I don't deserve to stand in the spotlight ever again. Punishing those equally despicable pieces of scum made me feel better for a while, but it didn't last. That sickening feeling inside, that disgust in myself, it wouldn't stop. I looked everywhere for a way to heal it. But then I realized that the biggest piece of scum
Sing looks up at the sky and lets out a long breath for the first time. Her expression softens, as if she finally released a burden. And within her eyes, something new flickers. Hope.
The answer was so simple. I can hardly believe it took me so long to see it. And now, it's time to put an end to this nauseating nightmare.
Leon cannot understand it.
No, you're being too harsh on yourself. Herjun doesn't blame you. I'm certain of it.
Quit it, Vigil. Look around you. Can you still claim that I'm not to blame?
Well, I can. And let me tell you, Teresa was much stronger than you say she was.
Leon turns to see Poitier helping Noir back into her wheelchair.
Yes, Teresa would cry often, but that made her no less determined of an artist. And before long she'd be at my door saying, I made some edits. Take a look.
Noir turning on her torch just right in the middle of that.
That's what she was like. Do you seriously think she gave up dreams, her life, just because of a few harsh words? No, I could never have a coward like that as a partner.
Noir. Noir's face is twisted in a fury Liang has never seen before. It sets a fire in the woman beneath the glare, making her frown in turn.
Whatever you say. Director or not, you can't tell me what to do anymore. I will have this ending. Come on, officers. Finish the job. I'd do it myself if I had the strength.
Damn, drop the goddamn reel, man. Her voice is unwavering.
I've learned a lot these past years. If you want to save this city, you'll have to kill me. Those spirits will disappear, and everything will be back to normal.
Won't it just
a perfect
doing evil though,
finale,
wasn't it?
Isn't it? So what are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for?
So it's come to this, has it?
Can you imagine just a rogue cop from the back just like shoots her? They're like, well, she was saying okay. Eldon swears under his breath as he reaches for the gun at his waist? Wait, what? Casey, watch on seemingly please. I was joking, Eldon.
Wait, sir.
What the hell? Lightning shoots through Liang's body. Her feet, once nailed to the ground, suddenly feel weightless. She steps forward.
There's no guarantee that things will play out like Miss Qixing said.
I'm saying what?
Please, let me try something. After all, exorcism is my and Qiangliang's specialty.
Wait,
God.
What are you?
I cannot believe he was just like, well, if it's the only way. Like, what? Before either Eldon or Casing can react, the film reel is already in Liang's grasp.
Liang!
You out of your mind or something?
Yes, there are a huge number of evil entities bound within it.
Come on, Liang. Come on, Liang.
And this is probably the most formidable opponent Qiangliang and I have ever faced.
Oh, come on.
But
Come on,
I must
Liang.
confront this challenge.
Come on.
Not to protect the honor of my family, or to mimic CO7 either.
Yes!
But because I want to.
Yes!
Because it's right.
Tell
Every story
him!
has an ending. And I must act to create the best one for everyone.
Yeah.
Sorry. I don't have any flower words or clever arguments. But if you're willing to help me, please, Qiangliang, heed my call.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That is so sick. Come on.
This isn't good. Is this the best I get? Qiangliang?
Oh. Oh no.
贤芳香时，受天子之托，向12摄提神请愿，得巫武之礼，降服恶兽，收为己用，更名为显道兽。
Okay.
然而，显道兽一时能庇护的范围终究有限。彼时，人间仍有诸多邪祟诡异肆虐，非人力所能敌。但那时的百姓们却从未放弃过抵抗，因为他们知道，只要心怀希望与斗志到最后一刻，显道兽必将现身，逐除恶鬼，还人间一片太平。
香料 ，no！
What's my old gonna look like now? No, but what the hell? What? Oh my god, so much has happened in that node. Like, so much has happened in that freaking node, dude. Here we go. Node 21. Rescreen. I didn't play the sound. I should be able to cut that out. Thank you, Emily. The storm clouds gradually disperse and sunlight streams into the ward. In the corner, the television broadcasts a news report.
Last night, the Chinatown Showdown parade drew hundreds, as tourists and locals gathered for the Eastern spectacle. These photos, shared by an enthusiastic tourist, show the enormous holographic images that were created on site, using arcane skills to present a stunning performance of the Chinese folktale Zhang Liang's exorcism.
Oh my god.
The event has been deemed a well-organized success, with many promising to attend again next year. Locals have expressed their thanks.
Where they come back next year and they're like, where's all the cool stuff,
One
man?
spokesperson said, "It's been wonderful to share our culture with people from all around the world. Chinatown is always ready to welcome new friends from both near and far."
Well, isn't that cute?
In other news, the arcane vigilante Night Piercer, who has perpetrated dozens of attacks across the city, has been apprehended by the DAA. Night Piercer was revealed to be Qi Xing, a former Hong Kong movie star. Some members of the public have expressed continued support for the vigilante due to the questionable backgrounds of her victims. Deputy Chief Eldon of the Division of Arcane Affairs gave his response.
Vigilante justice is incredibly dangerous to our society. No individual has the right to bypass the law and enact their judgment on others.
Dude, man's so massive they couldn't even fit him in the frame of their shot.
Taking the law into your own hands will only lead to chaos, violence, and potential harm to innocent people. We urge the citizens of Los Angeles to place their trust in us as we continue to dedicate ourselves to maintaining a safer society for everyone. If you share our passion for justice, we encourage all citizens to direct their assistance and feedback to the Division of Arcane Affairs.
Not the bureaucracy.
The LAPD has just announced a plan to add a number of positions for Arcane Affairs officers in the coming year to address the DAA's staffing shortage.
Damn.
The St. Pavlov Foundation's Vigils Bureau training program is also set to begin in the coming months. To apply, please dial...
I wanted to dial. Goodness gracious. Hearing this news, the woman hops up joyfully and turns to the man sitting up in bed.
Hey, they're hiring Arcane Affairs officers. Hasn't it always been your dream to don the uniform? Looks like they accept all the applicants too. Why don't you give it a shot when you are better?
Knock it off. I've been a greengrocer for 20 years. There's no way I could be a cop. Right?
Not them still calling him an enraged man. He waves off his knife. Oh, his wife, sorry, not his knife. Sorry about that. But as he does so, he turns to the man beside him with a nervous look on his face, expecting the idea to get shot down. But the reaction he gets is unexpected.
What are you staring at me for? If you want to do it, just do it. I'm sure the neighborhood will be glad to see you wearing the badge.
Why are you still here?
I spent some time with the officers at the parade. I'm sure that you will be just as capable as them. You're gonna have to toughen up a little, though.
We are... Sorry. That's a pretty funny comment, Night Owl. That's really good, actually. That's a really good one. Liang, who has been watching the exchange, smiles.
Mr. Wang, you're strong, healthy, and have a natural talent for arcane skills. With a little training, I'm sure you'll become an outstanding officer. There's a lot that goes into being an officer, but I believe what matters most is the heart to pursue justice and the courage to protect others. The doctor said you can be discharged soon. You should seriously consider applying for the position.
That'd be nice.
Well,
that'd be nice.
In that case, I'll think about it.
Thank you so much, young lady. I heard you were the one who got rid of the crews and saved everyone.
Hey, it wasn't specifically her, right? It was the exploded cat
You are our hero.
that we need to pay some respect to. Holy moly. She clasps Liang's hand tightly in a warm grip. This time, her hand is steady. Liang returns the handshake. That's
You're
sweet.
too kind, madam. I was only doing my job. And I didn't do it alone. It was a combined effort.
The combined power of Xiang Liang. Alright.
Well, that's that. No more cursed film crazies. Almost all the victims have recovered.
Nice.
Most of them have already been discharged too. Just a few poor saps who got hit hard are still around. But they should be out of here before long. Same goes for the victims in the parade. They've all regained their what's it called again?
Anan gives a helpless sigh.
It's 三魂七魄啊 madam. Just call it spiritual energy or something like that.
I love Anan Lee. Holy crap, I'm so glad I got her.
Crooks who were taught by a thing or two by Qixing has also recovered. Well, mentally lah. They are pretty physically messed up, so they will have to stay here for a while, I think.
So many victims and not a single death. That's a blessing.
That's crazy.
Qixing pulled her punches apparently. I guess deep down she wasn't the deliverer of justice she claimed she was. Well, no use wondering about it. Years on this job will quickly show you that the madness in Arcanist blood always comes out in Arcanist criminals. Trying to understand them is a waste of time.
That may be the case, but I think that if we look at each other as individuals, we can come to understand one another eventually.
Good on you, Liang. Good on you. She takes out the brick-sized mobile phone she has carried with her since she was 6 years old. But now, its screen remains dark. Oh. What the hell? No matter how much Liang tries to summon the spirit residing within, there's no response. Well, that's messed up.
If we'll try our best.
What the hell? Hang on to hope. Liang tries a few different button combinations on the phone. Usually the screen would light up, but this time there's nothing.
Still nothing from Xiang Liang?
Liang lowers her gaze and shakes her head.
Well, what did you expect? That huge spooky spookers was a nasty opponent on its own. Not to mention all the ghosts that were attracted by that film reel. It was creepy lah. All those ghosts in one place. It was more crowded than the Dai Pai Dong. I mean, the Chinatown food store on a Saturday night.
What is the Dai Pai Dong? I don't even know now.
Those specters drowned the 三魂七魄 of innocent people. If that hadn't happened, then Qiang Liang wouldn't have had to say.
Oh. Anan cuts herself off. It would be too cruel to say these words in front of Liang.
Qiang Liang was lost because of my incompetence. I don't know how I'll be able to face my family now.
Nah, what the hell is going on?
And there's something else that's bothering me. When Qiang Liang pulled in the evil spirits, I thought I was going to die with it. But it looked at me and pushed me aside. It bore everything. All alone. Why did it go to such lengths to help me? Because I'm its Junzi. The way it looked at me, I think it wanted to tell me something.
Oh
Didn't
my
understand
god.
what.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I was like, excuse me?
Qiangliang had been by my side since I was 6. But I always saw it as a heavy burden or a double-edged sword. I never saw it as an independent individual or as a friend.
No.
I never tried to truly understand it. And now, I've probably lost the opportunity to ever understand it.
No, Xianglong will be back. They'll be back. Liang sighs and falls silent. The other two exchange a glance and simultaneously pat her on the shoulders.
Come on, enough with the long face. Maybe Changliang will respond to you one day lah. You never know.
I'm saying.
And I'm here if you ever need my professional ghost busting service. Exclusive discount just for you
I love Ananli.
Agreed. Isn't it a literal legendary beast that's existed for ages? No way it bit the dust just like that.
I'm
I bet
saying.
it's recharging in its lair or something. Then it'll come back when it's full of juice again.
Yeah, man, it's taking a quick power nap.
I hope so.
Just keep dialing the number, man. She knows these are just comforting words, but their concern for her gives her the strength to move forward nonetheless.
Oh, Portier! There you are. And the ghost-busting girl in Liang. Great!
A familiar figure waves from the end of the hallway as she hurries over. Noticing Liang's slightly surprised expression, she slows her steps.
Oh, sorry. I mean, Officer Liang. But if you don't mind...
Of course I don't. Just call me Liang.
Continues to say Liang. Despite her swift response, Liang still feels a little surprised when she sees the officer extend her hand towards her.
Where are my manners? Name's Jenny Carter. Just Jenny's fine. Unlike your instructor, I don't try to hide my appreciation of people. I gotta say, you've done an awesome job. Folks at the department have all been talking about it. We're proud of you. Please tell me there's some way to postpone the end of your field training.
Oh well. This is the second hand Liang has shaken today.
Thank you. That's very kind. What brings you here?
Deputy Chief Eldon, of course. Who else? Foundation staff have arrived. They're gonna take over Qi Xing's interrogation and everything. They're gonna take the film reel back to their headquarters, too. But your request has been approved. We can watch Reunion of the Three Swallows before they take it away.
Aww. So, it didn't explode with Qiangliang?
For crying out loud, the DAA isn't a movie theater. Where'd all these people come from?
Ellen scans the group before him.
My apologies, sir. I invited them. This may be the only chance for Teresa's last work to be shown to the public. I want as many people to see it as possible.
I love the, I know it's, not actually what she's doing, but can you imagine just, you're in the middle of a conversation, and then someone's just, she's like, yo, my bad, G, just let me, boom, and then you just hit with the floodlight, Elden's just like, what, you know what I mean? It's just so funny to me.
Every filmmaker wants their work to be shown to the world. I appreciate your understanding.
Before Elden can respond, Anan cuts in.
Come on, sir. It's no big deal. Everyone here knows what really happened. We just want to know what the film's about.
Yeah. Didn't you see something on TV about assistance and feedback? You'd be going back on your word if you ignored us now.
Hey, don't you go talking circles around me again.
Really smiling though. Even in this harmonious scene, the two men can't help but bicker. Poitier rolls her eyes. Luckily, the two are quickly interrupted by a woman in a Foundation uniform.
No need to worry, Deputy Chief Eldon.
So it's going to be Matilda Buonosh.
After thorough examination, we've determined that the film reel no longer possesses the ability to twist reality.
Nice.
It was our negligence that allowed the film to be taken in the first place. So, as Mr. Zhou said, the people deserve to know the truth. Besides, every viewer is required to sign this confidentiality agreement before entering the screening room. All right, everyone, please hurry. The movie starts in 15 minutes.
I want to go in 10!
No way I'm missing this! Give me a pen!
Anon heads over to the desk, and the DAA officers and Chinatown private detectives follow suit. Leon and Noir, on the other hand, hang back. They already signed the confidentiality agreement. After all, they are the ones who drafted it.
You have my thanks, Vigil.
I'm just quickly looking for something on my side.
If it weren't for you, I doubt Ah-Sing and I would have had this chance to watch our good friend's swan song. I also have to thank you for helping me stop Ah-Sing and for helping me keep my promise.
Your promise?
Noir pats her hands on her thighs.
Yes, I swore on these two legs. In the past, all I cared about was making the best film.
Boom!
I saw everyone, even my actors and writers, as tools to reach that goal. But I was wrong. There's no such thing as a best film, only a better film. And to make a better film, I need a team around me.
Okay.
What matters most
There it
is
is.
the people who make the film.
There it is.
Not the film itself.
There you go. Watches Noir's trailer. She turns her head and looks towards the bolted door at the other end of the room.
But as long as we're living, there's still a future. Maybe I should hire a good lawyer for Ah-Sing. They can probably secure a shorter sentence when she's free again, both physically and mentally. Perhaps we can make a movie together, just like old times.
Liang is momentarily stunned.
Are you sure? With all due respect, Miss Noah, that will probably be a very long time from now.
So, even if we're old ladies by then, as long as we can still move, I'm certain we can make movies.
Aww.
Speaking of which, you'd make an excellent addition to my crew, Miss Liang. Don't hesitate to contact me if you reconsider your career choice.
You're very generous, Miss Noah. But I think I'll stick to being a fan for the time being. I look forward to seeing what you do next.
You won't be disappointed. By the way, have you seen Miss Latham lately? I tried to invite her, but she didn't pick up the phone. She must have left it in her room again.
Actually, I ran into her at the hospital earlier. Miss Scott just regained consciousness. She wanted to visit her.
What the heck? On there. Noir's smile fades slightly and a contemplative expression comes over her.
Miss Scott, something tells me that there's still an unsolved mystery there.
Honestly, yeah, kinda.
You mean a truth hidden behind all these incidents?
Yes, like a chessboard, with the pawns placed on the front line. Somehow, we've managed to fight our way out, escaping our planned doom. But who is the player who placed us there? They are still a mystery, watching us from the shadows. I don't like this feeling.
I'll keep an eye on the matter. I already made a detailed report to my superiors. If there's anything else going on, I'm sure the vigils will put a stop to it.
My mind started running there a little bit, I'm not gonna lie.
We'll have to wait and see.
Noir and Liang Yue in chapter 9? Is it? Confirmed. Noir's expression does not ease. It seems that the title Vigil's Bureau doesn't bring her much confidence. Before Liang can inquire further, Poitier calls her.
Hey, you two! Get your asses in the screening room! We're all waiting for you!
On our way!
On my way!
Nothing's more important than a movie that's about to start. Let's go, Vigil.
Fun. They exchange a smile and enter the makeshift theater together. Here we go. Here we freaking go. Oh! Wait, what? The Lost Node? Yay! She was the freaking fourth one in the credits. That's nice. What the heck? Actual credits, huh? Oh my god. Chinatown Community Center. Cameo Horijun. What Ash and Anon Lee. Johnson Scott even. Crew of Showdown in Chinatown. Sponsor. This is a work of fiction. Any resemblance to actual events is entirely coincidental. Oh, Chippy just gifted 5. There you go. Hold on. The end. Well, is it the end?
If you made it this far and are interested in supporting the channel, memberships are available for only $1 USD. For that, you get a shout out at the end of every video. Join now.
Zero condoms to just get past and let the Alzheimer's do its thing? Amen. Part 22, Anonymous Visitor. Hospital.
Scott's ward. Scott's ward.
Why is it like
Did I
Parisian
take a
music?
turn? Oh, excuse me, doctor. Could you tell me where Constance Scott's ward is? I'm kinda lost.
You're in the wrong area. You need to go straight forward this way, take a left at a corner, and a right at the next.
Why do I get the feeling she's gonna get
Forward,
lost?
Left, then
Okay, no, there
right.
she go.
Okay, I'll remember it now. Thanks for the help.
Sure.
Loggerhead makes her way down the hallway, muttering the directions to herself as she goes. But then she stops and turns back and here we go. Yep.
That's odd. Why do I feel like I talked to that doctor a few days ago? Must just be my bad memory. The lady last time was more friendly.
She tilts her head before quickly deciding to let it go.
Wait, which way did she say again?
Here we bloody go. Here we bloody go. Not the loggerhead specialty.
Sorry, Doctor. It isn't time for the routine checkup yet.
You're right. But yesterday's medical report showed some concerning fluctuations in the patient's data. It's probably nothing serious, but we should conduct a clinical check on the patient, just in case.
Please wait a moment. Let me verify this with your superior.
Of course, officer. You can never be too cautious, especially when the patient's involved in a sensitive case.
No, you instantly cuffed this doctor, straight up. Let's be so for real.
Thanks for your...
What the... The patient inside the ward hears the conversation outside the door come to an abrupt halt. She sits with her hands cuffed to the railing, turning her head away from the window and toward the door closed before her.
What's wrong?
There is no response from the other side. Oh, geez. Scott, jump out the window, man. Jump out that window. Several seconds later, the doorknob turns. Standing in the doorway is a doctor. She looks vaguely familiar.
Good afternoon, Miss Scott. How are you feeling today?
Before the doors closed again, Scott catches a glimpse of the Arcane Affairs officer staring straight ahead. He doesn't so much as glance in her direction. Something is wrong. Scott shoots up straight.
Who are you?
Someone brought you these flowers.
Flowers?
Only then does she notice that the doctor is holding a glass vase filled with pure white flowers, fresh and delicate.
Something's not right. I heard what you said to the officer. How are you supposed to do a medical check with a flower vase?
Scott vaguely hears her own voice being swallowed, but somehow she doesn't care. All her attention is locked on the vase. I usually say vase, but anyway. Not the flowers, but the vase itself. At first glance, it looked like any other glass item, but now that it's under the sunlight, it is shimmering like crystal, refracting dreamlike colors around the ward.
Is this crystal?
A barrier blocking off her memory suddenly bursts.
It's you, madam. You said you wouldn't contact me unless something bad happened. Is there something wrong with the object you bought?
No, it is perfect. You have been of superb help.
It was my honor to serve you, madam. And I must say, you have incredible foresight. The vigils caught me, but they couldn't get any useful information because I can't remember any.
But you still seem to be in a rather precarious situation.
Yes, but You needn't worry. I can handle this myself.
What, in the crystal?
That is good to hear.
That is good. The other end of the communication incantation falls silent. If not for the light still refracting from the vase, she might not have thought the other party already hung up.
By the way, I met Matilda not long ago. She
Matilda
was worried about you. Have you not contacted her?
That is not necessary. Were she more perceptive, she would have already discovered me herself. She will find me when she's ready.
What the hell is going on? The voice on the other side shows little interest in the topic. Scott smirks to herself but struggles to find another excuse to prolong the conversation, but her moment has already passed. The colors twist and her consciousness begins to spiral.
What was I doing again?
Oh god.
I am contacting you to express my gratitude. Merci beaucoup, Miss Scott. And
It's
please
French.
believe me, you are far more gifted than you think.
Miss Scott playable when? The woman's voice rings out from a particularly distorted and colorful spot in the room. It is elegant, dignified, and strangely familiar.
Who are you?
The
voice does not answer.
However, those black dogs have a keener sense of smell than I thought. I am afraid our relationship has come to an end. Adieu, Miss Scott.
Huh? Wait.
A bullet shatters the vase, shattering the dream and crashing her back to reality. Oh wait, at some point the door was silently opened. A pair of black leather boots steps over the shards of the broken vase and comes to a stop at Scott's bedside.
Huh, they run fast, that's for sure. Looks like this fish is bigger than we thought.
What is going on?
Have you figured out what happened to the two officers?
The woman turns to her cadet. A man also dressed in the same black uniform is dragging the unconscious body of the doctor who visited earlier beside that of the DA officer who had been keeping guard.
They're under some kind of hypnosis. Caster's no amateur either. Arcane fluctuations are impossible to trace.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Who the hell are you? She crouches down to pick up a shard of glass. As she examines it, her mouth curls into a smile.
This is really bad. We already knew Scott was the culprit, but you just had to use her as bait to reel in the fish hiding in the darkness. Now all we have is Scott with no memories of what happened, and a stone-cold trail. Truly genius. And I still don't get why you're keeping all this from Liang. She's your cadet, and right here in the city. We should have had her join the investigation.
Huh.
I can't wait to see her face when she finds out what's been going on. And I'm not
So
defending
she's
Lisa
Vigil's bureau. Faced with her cadet's accusations, the woman feigns innocence.
Defending me? There's nothing to defend. If we told her about our plan, she would have started acting differently and spooked our fish. Besides, the whole point of her field training program in the LAPD was to see if she could handle things on her own. And she's proven that she can. The Division of Arcane Affairs seems to adore her, so I'm sure the Deputy Chief will give her an excellent write-up. Everything's turned out great, hasn't it? See how considerate I am. How I always do things in my cadet's best interests. How could you make me out to be such a heartless, irresponsible monster?
What the? She exaggerates a sorrowful expression, which only makes her cadet roll his eyes in exasperation.
Oh, don't give me that look. Anyway, I think I've got an idea as to what's going on.
Really?
The woman drops her act and smiles knowingly.
Our big fish got away. Yes, but just confirming that a fish this big exists has already made this worth our time. Now, back to the stolen arcane items. There are 5 in total, including the cursed film reel and the wind-up toy that the timekeeper shattered. Tell me, Bob, does our fish need all 5 arcane items?
It's Alan, not
I was about to say Bob.
How many times do I have to tell you? And to answer your question, no. I don't think so. The wind-up toy has already been... These items did cause a few problems, but I don't see any common thread between the incidents they caused.
Correct, Brian. Those two items were probably just decoys to divert our attention.
Again, it's Alan.
Ignoring her cadet's correction, she goes on.
夫藏木于林，人皆视而不见. Of the 5 objects, they probably only need 1. Take a guess, Buck. Which one do they need?
It's Alan. A-L-A-N. There isn't even a single B in it.
Come on, Alan. You got to catch up to the bit then, at that point. The cadet sighs, half in reluctance, half in realization.
Well, out of the 3, which one is... Wait. Could it be?
Bingo.
Bingo. That's his next name. From the way her cadet's face darkens, she can tell he has found the answer.
Does that mean the legend's real? It can really be used in that ritual?
It would seem so.
The storm ritual.
It's Manus Vindicte again.
Obviously, it's Manus Vindicte. Let's be honest, okay? Even I don't need a spoiler warning for that one. He speaks the name, his expression grim.
They must have planted a mole somewhere among the Foundation's elites. Someone with clearance to the Arcanum Containment Department.
It seems our fish doesn't wear the black robe.
The woman taps her chin. This response makes her cadet's eyes widen in disbelief.
So you're saying there's someone behind all this who wants to perform that ritual, and somehow has the means to steal from the Foundation?
Telling you right now, the person at the top, I'm sure of it.
Probably go to the Manus eventually. But I have a hunch that our wily fish isn't totally on their side. Manus Vindicte obviously considered the succubus a valuable asset before she got away, right? So if our fish was a die-hard loyalist...
Wait, what did I just say?
They would have
I'm gonna pretend I was not paying as much attention.
Rather than letting it be passed around all over the place. While our fish is in collusion with Manus Vindicte, they are swimming in murky waters. They may be pursuing their own agenda.
She curls her lip into a smile and flicks the shard of glass from between her fingers. Scott probably just passed out there, by the way.
Aren't they? Like I said earlier, not bad at all.
Oh. With that, the 2 figures in black vanish out the door. Is Scott just passed out there? Okay, alright. I guess that is it. Yeah, you're right. Dude, I was gonna say, I thought it was Willow. No, I was about to make the joke. No, it was actually Enraged Man all along. Well, there you go. There's the epilogue done. There is Showdown in Chinatown complete. Fully complete. Obviously, it was kind of complete here, but there was the epilogue, so now it's fully done. I hope you enjoyed the journey. I thoroughly enjoyed the event. It was a good time. Absolute cinema. And shout out to Bonuhead, Jejabons, Wachel, and Davin for being longtime supporters of the channel. And shout out to everyone who's become a member on YouTube or a sub on Twitch, including Badwolf, Chippy, Daddy Clank, Pixel Monarch, Elmoon, Emperor Valens, Quinoa Bowl, Geraldo, GSC Nation, and Fadila Kwan. And a special shout out to everyone who has gifted a sub or membership to the community, including Blue Jonolith, Daddy Clank, Mr. Apple, GSC Nation, Fructose Tolerant, and Fadila Kwan. And even more than that, shout out to those who have gifted more than 10 to the community, including Muhammad Ilias, Bad Goldfish, Geraldo, No Joke, and Quinn. Shout out to Chip for gifting more than 50 memberships. And a special thanks to Allura, Badwolf, and Chip for donating 37 skin, and another thank you to Badwolf and Allura for donating Shonang Show skin, as well as a Piri Knight for the 10 USD, just for Isolde. And at the end of it all, to round it all out, a massive thank you to Badwolf and Allura, who have gifted more than 200 memberships to the channel. Truly, some of the GOATs. If you support the channel by becoming a member for 1 USD on YouTube, sub on Twitch, or gift a membership, you also get included in the shoutout at the end of every video. Thanks for watching.